And welcome to the pregame show. We are joined by three very special ladies with us tonight, and I'm going to let you introduce yourself, starting on the end down here.
I'm Angelica.
I'm Honey Bees Laken.
Honey Bees Shelby.
Wow, I'm still trying to adjust honeybees right there, though. How long has it taken y'all to get used to honeybees?
I think we tend to slip, even some still now, still want to write cats, bobcats, so still an adjustment, but we're getting there.
Okay, several things coming up. First of all, I want to talk about Welcome Back Honeybees. The Honeybee special tomorrow night is going to be on TV. Can you give us a sneak preview of what we're going to see tomorrow?
Oh, Return of the Honeybees. You're going to get a little bit of everything from the beginning of auditions, going all the way through to making the team, all the way through to team bonding, team building, as well as our calendar shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to get to see everything. Tryouts as well, how the girls got along, the games before the games, when we practice in court, everything. Yeah.
And then you'll also get to see, we did go up to, what was the name of that? The go-kart.
Victory Lane.
Victory Lane go-karting, and we had some go-kart racing, some little nice competitive warm-up. And so it goes all the way from the athletic side of us doing things out into the community, on the shoot of the camera, all the way up to whenever we took the court for the very first time as Honeybees. So it'll be pretty awesome.
You get a lot.
Okay. Well, I want to know who was king of the track. Normally, I missed it today. Normally on Black Friday, they have it at Charlotte Motor Speedway. They will let you go and you can donate $25 to track charities and take your own car. So I normally go put the top down and get it up to about 100, though, but I get to do that today. So tell me, who was the king or queen of the track when y'all went to the racetrack?
The queen of the track was actually Honeybee Alex. So the way Victory Lane set up is it has the different pace times. So we went in 3 different heats. We had different teams, and then they declared the winner. So it was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
It was amazing.
Well, tell us a little bit about how the transition has been this year. I noticed, I've got my teal and purple on tonight, though. I love the teal and purple colors again, though. But how has the transition been and all, and you know, how big of an adjustment has it been with everything?
I think it's been great. I mean, the fans love it. When the Hornets were here before, they just drew to that purple and teal, and I think having it back is even more powerful because our fans, that's all they wear to the games now, and it's awesome. It's amazing.
And then I also think out in the communities, if you're at the mall, at a restaurant eating, anywhere you go, you see a lot more Hornet stuff, where for a while you weren't really seeing much Bobcat stuff. And just all the intensity in the arena. We've got fans standing up clapping up until the 4th quarter. So it's just really nice to have loud fans that are showing their pride at wearing the colors. And we get a lot more fan involvement, and it's just awesome. Yeah.
I also think it's amazing seeing the fans bringing back the colors, bringing back the vintage clothing. Just like everywhere at the mall, I see clothing too. The vibe is just so exciting.
Now, when the uniforms came out, that was one of the fun things. I was a college and high school coach for a long time, and I got to design my own uniforms and all, and I was curious to see what the uniforms were going to look like. Which color do y'all like the best? Do you like the purple uniform, the teal, or the white?
My favorite color is purple, but it's something about that teal that just pops, and I mean, I just love that teal. The white is very bright too. It shows a presence, but the teal has to be my favorite.
I'm probably torn between the teal and the white. I do like the white because you can still see that original pinstripe a little bit. It's a little bit more prominent in that. But again, the teal is really nice. It's just bright. No one else in the whole NBA has it. It's one of those colors that's just, what am I trying to say?
It's Hornets.
Yeah, it's Hornets. It says Hornets.
Yeah. It gives our own identity.
It does. It does. It's unique. Unique, yes.
And I have to agree with both of you guys. The teal is my favorite color. It pops. It's so bright. It's so pretty. That's my number one.
I like the teal. The purple is probably my favorite one, though.
Yeah.
That I like purple right there. I've got purple, and it looks like the team actually is going to be wearing teal at home tonight, though, which they're going to do that for several home games. But we had, being a South Carolina graduate, we had to get away from that orange. I could not stand the orange, but I love the teal and purple, and still had a lot of those colors left too. All right, you've got something right here that we want to promote tonight, and that's the swimsuit. You know, in the movie Christmas Vacation, they talk about the Jelly of the Month Club's the gift that keeps on giving. In my opinion, this is the gift that keeps on giving, the swimsuit calendar. So let's talk a little bit about that now.
Yes, so we have the swimsuit calendar. It is available in the team store or by any of your Honey Bees. It's $15. And then we have the front cover. We also have the back. It is sponsored by Hickory Tavern, and then each girl has a month. You just flip through. It goes all the way up from November of this year, which we're coming to an end, all the way to December of next year. So it's really nice Christmas gift since Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
Or gift to anyone, birthday gifts. But yeah, I have to agree with you. I think it's a good gift of the month.
Definitely.
That's what I always used to get load up from my friends when I couldn't decide what to get, and they all had a smile on their face after that.
Yep, and then if they come to the game, we are here to autograph, so we do a calendar autograph session before the games. But yeah, they've been really popular this year. I think the color with the teal and the purple is really jumping out to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about some of the stories of actually the shoot. Where did you take the pictures this year? Where did you shoot the calendar pictures and all?
We were at Extravaganza. It's here in Charlotte, down near Tryon. And it was very interesting because it's a huge area where there's so many backdrops, there's so many different things to change up the theme, change up the lighting. So it was very fun. I think we had different color backdrops. There was a sand bottom that we stood in, which was fun, interesting, a little different. There was a lot more elements, I think.
Yeah. Some of the girls have basketballs in their pictures. Some of us have Hornets hats. So it's really awesome, especially for that first Honey Bees swimsuit calendar, to kind of have more of a Hornets feel. All the girls in the calendar are wearing your purple and teal colors, some white and black, kind of the accent colors. But it's really nice just to keep the colors alive, especially since so many fans are just excited for the Hornets to be back.
I think it was amazing. We, like they said, we had different themes. We had different colors, swimsuits. We have different things like basketball hats, jewelry. So that made it a little bit different for all of us. And some of us has different positions too, for the photo shoot. So it was just so exciting. Yeah.
All right, any funny stories? I remember back some of the stories I heard when they filmed up at Asheville about how cold the water was out there trying to do those, and some of the things like that. Though, any funny shoot stories that you can tell?
Let's see. Some of us, they hooked up a hairdryer because we didn't have a fan in the facility, so we had to make do with that. And then some of us had to get baby oil. To create that shiny look, especially because whenever you're under the lights and the camera, sometimes the skin. So yeah.
I think another interesting factor you'll notice in some of the photos, like I said, the sand on the bottom. That was a little interesting just because it's not as easy as one may think, trying to kneel in the sand or stand in heels in the sand. So it's a little tricky with a lot of those motions and positions. And
the sand did bring about a little bit of difficulty, but just kind of had to work around with it and then hold in a pose because if the graphic designer is sitting there looking at the computer, so you may hold a pose for 5 minutes and you're balancing in the sand in your heels. So yeah, it was fun though, a lot of fun.
Last thing I want to talk about is a lot of people think that all you have to do is come show up and look pretty for all the ball games. Tell them about all the hard work that it goes into being a lady cat. A lady cat, I knew I'd say it. A honey bee.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
There's definitely a lot. People don't get to see all the behind the scenes, but we definitely show up hours early, way before tip-off, and we're here not only getting ready for hair and makeup, but we're on the court before the players, before everything gets started, rehearsing our game routines, getting everything that we need to get together before we even hit the locker room to prep and get dressed. And I mean, there's a lot more.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. For instance, this week we've had 3 games, so we've been here a lot, but outside of that we've still had 2 practices that we have gotten in, so we've really had 5 total. Well, tonight's going on 5, so a lot of hard work. We typically practice 7 to 10, but if we're on a time crunch, we may go a little bit later and go till 10:45. It just depends, but yeah. And then on the outside, just making sure we're all working out and keeping up healthy habits to stay active and be able to make it through a long game, especially if we go into overtime or double overtime, needing that energy. So yeah.
Yes, the big thing for me is beauty. That takes a lot of time. Getting your hair done, getting makeup. That really, it doesn't seem like it takes that much time, but it takes a lot of time. Just getting yourself together, like they said, practice is a huge thing. Like you have to practice outside of here, outside of the practice dates. We have to keep practicing. We have to keep working out, eating healthy. That's huge, yeah.
And we have tons of accessories that go with our uniforms, so we can't forget those pieces. Everything that goes into it, like every outfit has its own look, so we have to make sure we have the right color shoes on. And yeah.
And I can relate to your problem too. It takes me a while with my hair too to try to get it ready there. So, but I have that same problem getting mine. You mentioned that too. How many different combinations or outfits? Because it seemed like every time you go back, you come back, you got something different on right there. How many combinations of outfits do you have?
Oh my gosh!
Right now we probably have about 5 or 6, and then some of them we do have pants and shorts, so we can mix and match with those. But yeah, we have to make sure you're very organized, otherwise you'll get here and forget something, and then you may have to sit out that game or that quarter, because we do change outfits a lot.
Yeah.
So.
How many times on the average do you change during a game?
Oh wow!
Oh,
3 times?
yeah, at least 2 or 3, sometimes 4, just depending. But yeah.
And tonight we're gonna have like a change almost every quarter, I feel like. So
yeah.
Well, I gained additional respect for the Honey Bees that I had to do something this past week. It was the school kids that I work with. It was Rockstar Day. So I had to put on my best wig, and I had my inflatable guitar, and I had to get up and dance on one of the cafeteria tables. And I hit a slick spot and almost ended up in this little boy's chocolate pudding. But I was sore for about 2 days after that I had to get on my knees and play my guitar on We Will Rock You and all like that. So I gained an additional respect for what y'all have to do, the performance, because it was tough for me.
Yeah, getting out there in front of fans, you do want to make sure you are prepared. You don't want to slip and fall, because that's the last thing, is we want to fall in front of 16,000 fans and just land out there. But I could understand where you're coming from. That would probably keep it up. There has been a few times when you're walking down the steps for a t-shirt toss, and you kind of have to catch your balance because you may trip, especially if you're dodging in between an outfield. But yeah.
Well, that was the first. I have never and I probably people said that they ask you, what did you do at school today? I table danced on top of a table though, but I almost fell off the table. So maybe that was telling me maybe I shouldn't be doing that.
Well, we're glad you didn't fall.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Well, ladies, I appreciate you taking your time from your busy schedule. I know that with all the work you do here, y'all didn't even mention all the community service that you had to do that I know that you had with turkeys and stuff. It's been a busy, hectic week, but we appreciate you taking the time to be with us. Don't forget the gift that keeps on giving right here, the calendar, and I've got a bunch of them. I've got a collection of all of them you've ever done at home right there, though, at home. So again, you definitely want to get one of these. It's worth your time and money to get one, and also come by and get them to sign them.
Yes, come by anytime. We'll be here every game.
We'll be glad to sign them for you.
Yep.
Well, thank you, ladies, and we look forward to seeing you perform tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks.